Guys. Well, you ever gone to Walmart, Costco, that kind of thing? Yeah, I've been to Walmart. I've been to one. In fact, yeah, recently picked this up there. How about that? You know, $4. I got this at you could call it the buy and large. So, oh, the irony. And oh, the symbolism. But yeah, Costco. I haven't been there in a good long time, too. I used to have a membership. You pay. I forget how much it was, and it was probably different than what it is today. Anyway, it was a long, long time ago. Well, not long, long, but it was a long time. It was a pretty long time ago. Pretty long. I got tired of having my ego bruised by this guy in particular. There's one guy I remember, and I think it happened a few times, but there's this one guy in particular I remember. He walked up, and he was in front of us in line, and at the register, okay, and he walked up, and he slapped down his membership card, right? Didn't say it so much, but he was just kind of like, yeah, that's right. See that? Oh, all right, never mind, guys. That's well, actually, yeah, I got a few more seconds. All right. So this guy, he's prancing around with his executive membership Costco card, and it just made me feel this big. I just had the regular membership card. I didn't have the premium executive platinum Costco membership card. So I stopped going. Nah, I'm just kidding. I didn't care about any of that. Just it just didn't make sense anymore. You go there, you buy the big bulk stuff, and then you eat it all. And then what happens then, right? Okay, I really gotta go now. Sorry, guys. All right, guys, I'm back, and let's see. Costco. So don't even get me started about Costco guitars, man. You see the guitars that they used to have there. They were the cheapest thing I think that were that anything connected to Fender ever put out. I mean those things were just. But yeah, don't even get me started on those guitars. Those were the worst examples, I think. Just like this. Remember these? Yeah, you can imagine how little I paid for this. This was like an early acquisition. This neck, when I was first getting into putting these things together, and so I just went, pretty cheapo, and was what I got. And I gotta say, for the amount that I paid and for what it is, I'm just talking about the neck here. It's what do they call it? Well, it's usable. It's serviceable. It's okay. And this body I got used. Believe it or not. How about that? And you can see. It looks like it's worn, right? It looks like it's got those worn spots, but this is something that you run into. In fact, the body that I got in the guitar from the last video where it didn't work out so well, that one was a similar situation where somebody tried their hand at relicking, right? And this is something that you see. This one has a very kind of a big section of the actual finish that that came off, and there's bare wood right here, bare wood. And I think I think it goes down a little bit. I think there probably was a chip. Yeah, I think I can feel a little evidence of a little cliff here. So they got a big chip taken out of their nice all black guitar, and then they said, "Oh no, it looks terrible." So I'm gonna try and even it out, right, by making the rest, because this is, I guess it's sanded down, and the paint here actually looks very thin. I don't know what is exactly going on here, but I mean, it looks like such thin paint. I don't think that, I mean, unless maybe they sanded it down smooth, because it's smooth. That's what I'm failing to inform you of here, is that it's perfectly shiny smooth here, even where the wood is. So this is all kind of fake. All right, so either they sanded it down smooth and then polished it smooth and then put another clear coat over it, but it's a very well done clear coat. But then up here you can see they tried to kind of scratch. I don't know. It's very strange. It's very strange what they did here. I don't know how to how this happened, but again, you can imagine how affordable this was, right? Because first of all, they weren't asking much to begin with, because it takes a weirdo to want this thing. The pick guard is this is the aluminum. I get, yeah, the anodized aluminum. It feels, it's that, but in black, right? And again, you get this. You find a deal on one of these fancier pick guards, scratch plates, and but then it doesn't really work anywhere on something kind of nice that you're building. So this was another leftover that ended up here, and it works. I think it works pretty good here. These pickups, I do not remember. I mean, I think they're half decent. I mean, it looks like they took the trouble to stagger the pole pieces. They couldn't be great because they ended up in this. But then again, this was a leftovers. This was a leftovers build, and yeah, that feels pretty solid. Yeah, so this might have decent, components in here. So the pickups might be okay. Yeah, they might be good. Let's see how they sound. Where did I put? Okay. Well, there you have it. Yeah, I mean, that feeling when, either you build something, or you got something built, or maybe you got something and you wrenched on it real good, did all the adjustments, maybe did a couple of little tiny repairs, and and then sometime later, you're just kind of noodling on the guitar, and then you finish, you finish practicing, or you finish, noodling or whatever, and then, you realize, you're about to put it down, and you just go, wow, this is a good guitar, you know. This is a good guitar, right? And and then you kind of handle it a little bit more respect. You put it down on the stand. You take one more glance at it. Before you walk away. Yeah, man, good guitar. You know that feeling, right? Well, yeah, I don't get that with this guitar. But like I was saying, for what it is, um, it's it's very it's got that it's got it's got that tinny Squire sound if you ever want that sound. Um, so yeah, I'm not sure what those pickups are. It could be the wood. I do think that these two pieces of wood, since these were the last two, ended up together. So luckily they fit together pretty good. But yeah, they're just it's not there's just not it either one. So you put the two together and it's just like you know. So yeah, I think that's enough. That's about it for today, guys. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it and have a nice day. So, so what do they call you, man? What's your name? I am Diver. Oh, okay. Uh, Great, interesting. Diver. All right. So, you got any nicknames? I'm Dive. So I guess that's all there is to it, right? Yeah. So, but so what else can I ask you? How you feeling? You feeling good? I'm Dive. Okay, got it. Yeah, all right, I get it. All right, cool, man. Welcome aboard, and